Hi, welcome to Creating Art. Today I'm going to show you how I began a sketchbook. So I have been sketchbooking since about 2014, 2015, and it was truly a way that I found my way back to art that I had done in college. And so it was a great way with low cost and just not a lot of pressure to begin getting back into watercolor and drawing. And so through the years, I have found different things that I love about sketchbooks and how I like to actually start them. So when I went to the store the other day, I found this Strathmore. It's a mixed media. It is 100% cotton, which I love, and then it is 90-pound weight. I usually will go with a higher pound weight because it holds watercolor a little bit better, but actually this was on such a deep clearance and I could see nothing wrong with it. And I was like, well, I'm just going to take a chance and start here. So as I begin, I'm always thinking about what I want to do with my first page. And so I like to sketch something out because I want my first page to be inviting. I want it to be fun and something that is really thoughtful. So I always do something in pencil first to try and decide like what I want it to look like. And I do love putting borders in, and I've been working on different types of vines. So I'm going to put some vines around my edges here. I'm going to put some flowers in the corner. And then I'm going to use some little stamps I got from Michael's. They were just like $2 and stamped like this journal belongs to, and then I'll write my name. And I'm also using waterproof ink to make sure it doesn't smear in case I get it wet with watercolors. And then I'm going to do a little bit of writing on here. Here's a quick hint. If you do not like your handwriting and you would like to change it, you actually can change it. So one of the things that I did a few years ago, I got a font book, and I just decided, because I did not like my handwriting at all. And I hate to say this, I teach school and I teach the younger kids, and sometimes my kids are like, Mrs. Self, your handwriting's really messy. I'm like, I know, I'm trying to improve. So I know that's terrible, but I really do try. I have worked on it and it has gotten better. So that's just something that's kind of fun between my kids and I. So I found several types of fonts that I liked, and then I just took tracing paper and I traced it. And I did this over and over and over again until I kind of just developed my own style of what I liked from several different types of fonts. So now I do really like my handwriting, and it's been good. And then as I showed you my design, and then another thing I'm going to do is I like to put on some quotes or something that's motivational that means a lot to me. And so I had taken some things from a book that I read, and one of the things was we need to feed our souls as well as our bodies. We are creative beings. And so I printed this out on this wonderful handmade paper that I got off of Amazon, and it actually printed out pretty well. And I'm going to put this down at the bottom using Mod Podge. And then I also, on my Etsy store, I have a card that's a pretty good selling card. It's to New Beginnings. And so, and then I do a little line of cards on Etsy. I have a lot of cards on Etsy, but I do a KISS card line, which is Keep It Simple cards. And so Girl California is my Etsy name on, and how you can find me on there. So I'm going to put that all together. I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'll speed that up, and I won't be talking through it. We'll put some music, but I hope that you enjoy what I do, and you can do a few takeaways yourself. enjoyed my presentation of how I begin a new sketchbook, to new beginnings, I encourage you to just pick up a sketchbook and to begin, because it is a great way to keep track of your life and just a fun way to pass time. I want to share with you one of my little journals I've had for a few years. This is more like a travel journal, and it's kind of turned into a hodgepodge of things. It's a little moleskin, and it travels really nicely and neatly in my purse. And then I have a little whiskey painter palette. This is what this is. I put it together, and it's got a little ring that you can hold, but it's great little watercolors for traveling. And that's my colors. And so Hawaii. And this is in Twin Lakes, California. Some things in my backyard. Our trip to Florida recently with Hurricane Elsa. And these were inspired just by some little cacti I saw in Santa Fe. And so I was just working on some plants. And then that was at Incline, Nevada. So wherever your travels may take you, or whatever your art passion is, I hope that you discover it. And the best way to do it is just to get started. Remember, how you live your days is how you live your life. If you like this, I hope to have more coming out, so you can subscribe and view my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today.